So here's the center diff, nice and greasy. Little spritz down first. We can start taking this apart. So first step is going to be to remove this snap ring on the outside right here. You see the edge right here. I'm just going to hit it with a hammer and screwdriver, just snap her off of there. It's kind of hard to film, so I'm going to just cut to that. We're not going to be reusing the snap ring. There's going to be a bead of weld right around on this outside, so feel free to mangle it up. Okay, snap ring is off. Next step, we're going to set some wooden blocks on the edge here, so we could pound out this middle piece just like that, and it'll have somewhere to drop out, and we could keep it all at least sort of together. All right, nice and set up. Now we're going to want to punch out these two ends, work them slowly down until that middle piece drops out. All right, that part took a little bit of patience, but it didn't take me more than a minute. But I slowly worked it off down side by side until eventually that popped out. Ooh, greasy. Here we are. Now, this is the part we don't need. This is some front wheel drive garbage. Don't need that where we're going. Or these clutch packs down there. We're gonna remove those next. And then basically degrease, and we'll go from there. You could work off this top piece just by wedging a screwdriver in there. Slowly get that off of there. We're going to be reusing this part, but we are not going to need these clutch plates. This friction material, garbage. After you remove that friction material from the bottom, clean it up a little bit, you'll notice there's still one more little plate in there. We're going to go ahead and remove that one too. All right, now at this stage, these are the only three pieces that you need. This guy, this flat piece, which goes on this here, and of course, the housing for the center diff. If you plan on doing a final conversion, well, actually, yeah, this is a spool, so you can't convert it back once you weld it. You're just going to want to throw these away, or you can keep them to rebuild. I've got a lifted Outback as well, so get some off-road abuse, and it's highly likely that one day I might blow up a center diff, so I'm going to hold on to these spider gears. The rest of these little pieces, I don't know what they're fucking called. And then we're just going to clean these three. There's an O-ring that sits right in there that you're going to want to remove, since that'll probably just get burned up when you're welding. And same on the outside right there. And that's it. Psych, I found another O-ring. It's right here in the center diff housing. Yoink. So it probably took me an hour, maybe an hour and a half to get everything all polished up, ready to weld. You could eat off of this. So yeah, one right here, all the way around. And you flip it, shove it on in there. And then one all the way around the edge there. And there it is, all done. Keep in mind this is hardened steel, so we burn this in really hot with a TIG welder. Just got right up in there. Did just one pass for the outside, and there was one pass for filler on the inside side. And that's about all it takes. Easy peasy. All right, for the install, all you need is some basic hand tools and a jack. Rear of the transmission, whole transmission cross member needs to come off, so that means exhaust, heat shield, and then your dropper for the let's see, what, catalytic converter exhaust hanger, heat shield bolts, whole shifter assembly needs to come out. That's the two on the rear that you get from the bottom, and then these off of the tranny. These are the case bolts to get to where the center diff is. This is the shifter, whatever, it's like a pitch, whatever this is. That's what goes to the tranny. And then, yeah, drive line. I left my cat all hooked up still, because I was too lazy to fucking take it off. Yeah, this fucking rear roll pin is a bitch. I had to get that out with this long ass, I don't know what it is, but it says do not use as a punch, and I used it as a punch and I got it off of there. This one's a little bit easier to get at, and then there's like 12 or 15 on the bolts. And then, whoop, it's off there. Here's our new nice center diff boy. We're gonna pull that one out of there. Oh, leaky. So this is what you got on the back side. Gotta pull, actually you can keep these in there. Just set it aside for now. And here's our old open housing. Get that fucker out of there. I don't know where to put it. I should have gotten newspaper out first. And in goes our new boy. So here's the rear tail shaft piece. This is what all that power is going to be going through now. They're helical cut, so they're kind of a pain to get in there once you're actually putting it up in the car, but you can see I scraped all that gasket away. Still got a little bit more to go on this one. But I'm gonna hit that shit with some Permatex Ultra Gray around the edge. Just call it a day. I didn't film install because it was greasy as fuck, but here we go. We got our, it's not bolted in yet, but all this shit's on the bottom sides good. So this brace, whatever it is, the shifter linkage, and this drop down for the, this is the exhaust hanger for the cat to hang off of. You start slapping that shit back together, and then, yeah, almost done.